Hey, little champs. Welcome to Peaceful Whisper. The forest of Evergreen Hollow was a magical place, full of towering trees, whispering leaves, and the soft murmur of a nearby stream. Among its many creatures lived a shy young raccoon named Theo. Theo wasn't the bravest or boldest animal, but he was kind-hearted and had a special bond with his best friend, Bella, a playful fox cub who always found adventure around every corner. One crisp autumn evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the forest was painted in hues of gold and orange, Bella came bounding into Theo's den. Her bright eyes sparkled with excitement. "Theo, I found something amazing today. There's a secret trail behind the big oak tree, and it's covered in glowing mushrooms. You have to come with me to explore it." Theo hesitated. He'd heard stories of the dark woods beyond the big oak tree. They were said to be confusing and easy to get lost in. "I don't know, Bella. What if we get lost?" Bella laughed and nudged him playfully. "Don't worry so much. I'll be careful. I'll just take a quick look tonight and tell you all about it tomorrow." Before Theo could protest, Bella dashed off into the twilight, leaving him staring after her with a worried frown. The hours crept by, and the forest grew still. The only sounds were the hoots of an owl and the rustling of leaves in the cool breeze. Theo's unease deepened as night fell. Bella hadn't returned. He paced back and forth in his cozy den, his bushy tail twitching anxiously. "What if she's lost? What if she's in danger?" he murmured to himself. His gaze landed on an old lantern sitting on a shelf. It was his grandfather's moonlit lantern, a family heirloom said to have guided many raccoons safely through the darkest nights. Theo had never used it before, but tonight, it seemed like the only option. Taking a deep breath, Theo lit the lantern. A soft, silvery glow filled the den, comforting and steady. Clutching it tightly, Theo stepped outside. The cool night air nipped at his fur, but he was determined. "Hang on, Bella. I'm coming to find you," he whispered. The forest was vastly different at night. Shadows stretched long and eerie across the ground, and the trees seemed to loom taller. Theo's paws crunched softly on fallen leaves as he followed the faint trail Bella had described. The glow of the moonlit lantern lit his way, but fear still gnawed at the edges of his thoughts. "What if I get lost too?" he wondered aloud. "You won't," came a tiny voice. Theo jumped and turned to see a firefly buzzing nearby. "Oh, I'm sorry to startle you," the firefly said, its light flickering warmly. "I saw your lantern and thought you might need a little company. Where are you headed?" "I'm looking for my friend Bella. She went into the woods and hasn't come back," Theo explained. "Then let's find her together," said the firefly. Its cheerful glow seemed to chase away a bit of Theo's fear, and together they continued down the trail. The deeper they went, the darker and more tangled the forest became. Soon they reached a patch of glowing mushrooms just as Bella had described, but there was no sign of her. "Bella?" Theo called, his voice trembling slightly. A rustling sound came from nearby, and Theo's heart raced. He gripped the lantern tighter as a pair of eyes appeared in the shadows. But it wasn't Bella. It was an old badger with a kind face. "Who goes there?" the badger asked. "I'm Theo, and I'm looking for my friend Bella. Have you seen her?" The badger shook his head. "I haven't, but the wind whispered of a young fox heading toward the creek. Be careful, little one. The path there can be tricky at night." "Thank you," Theo said, feeling a mixture of relief and worry. With the firefly guiding him from above and the lantern lighting the way, Theo carefully made his way toward the creek. The sound of rushing water grew louder, and soon he saw the glimmer of the stream under the moonlight. But Bella was still nowhere to be found. "Bella?" Theo called again, his voice echoing through the woods. A soft whimper answered him. Theo's ears perked up, and he followed the sound. There, on the other side of the creek, he spotted Bella. Her paw was caught under a fallen branch, and she looked frightened and tired. "Theo!" she cried. "I'm so sorry. I got stuck and I didn't know if anyone would find me." "It's okay, Bella. I'm here now," Theo said, his voice steady despite his racing heart. The creek was shallow but slippery. Holding the lantern high, Theo carefully crossed the water, each step testing his courage. When he reached Bella, he set the lantern down and worked to lift the branch off her paw. "It's heavy," Bella said, tears glistening in her eyes. "We can do it together," Theo said firmly. With a final push, the branch shifted and Bella pulled her paw free. She winced but managed a grateful smile. "You're braver than I ever thought, Theo," she said. The journey back was slow, but Theo's confidence grew with every step. Bella leaned on him for support, and the firefly hovered close, lighting their path alongside the lantern. When they finally reached the edge of the woods, the first rays of dawn were breaking over the horizon. As they stepped into the soft morning light, Bella turned to Theo. "I'm sorry for running off and worrying you. You're the best friend I could ever ask for." Theo smiled, his shyness melting away. "I'm just glad you're safe. And I guess I'm braver than I thought I could be." From that day on, Theo kept the moonlit lantern close, not just as a reminder of the night he found his courage, but as a symbol of the light that friendship can bring, even in the darkest times. Thanks for watching, champs. Just don't forget to like and subscribe.